I will tell you, it's getting more challenging to find a spot to sell your wares, so to speak. You guys have created doing your thing on Sunday morning, which I think is great. A good idea. I'm looking forward to that. I think I'm going to move my starting time on my show on Saturday to a 10:30 a.m. meet and greet, VIP meet and greet, and a high noon show on Saturday. Started a little earlier. That gets me out a lot of the other stuff going on. I know Bruce and Conrad got a show about 2 blocks from us. An hour later, the Busted Open guys got their anniversary show, I think about 2 o'clock. It just, everything got real congested, shall I say, which I guess fits New York traffic. Congestion is the way of life there. So we're gonna tweak those starting times, but I've been doing this matinee show at WrestleManias for the last several years. They're great. And then we're going to do a show on, I did this the first time I did this was in Dallas at the House of Blues. After the Monday Night Raw, I did a show, and it was amazing. It was a great atmosphere because they've been drinking all day. They just got out of Raw. They walked over to our building. And that's what we're hoping on Monday night after Raw is that they'll come see Bruce and Conrad and myself the first time ever do the show. And it should be a great Q&A because can you imagine all the great things that they've been able to experience, they meaning the fans, before many of them go home on Tuesday. So I look forward to it. I guess it's a hell of an evasive answer. I look forward to it, but it's not as easy to navigate as it was when we started doing these things.
Right. Yeah. Oh my gosh. These things evolve every year. And it seems like there's more added to the schedule and it seems like there's more people coming out and getting creative. Like you said with us, like we're trying to be creative and doing something different. Obviously it's kind of on our home turf and we're sticking to the New Jersey side for the people that didn't want to trek into to the city because that's sometimes a hassle. But we also know there's going to be a lot of foot traffic and a lot of cars headed towards MetLife Stadium. So that's why we kind of focused in on New Jersey, yeah. But to kind of move over to Markout at the Meadowlands on April 7th, starting at 10 a.m., where we have a theme that is so right up your alley. It's like it fits like a glove, and that's football meets wrestling. It's members of the West Texas State football team and other football alumni that made the transition into professional wrestling. And obviously, when we think of wrestling and football, we think of you because of your connection to the game of football and also obviously the world of wrestling. But what do you think about that as kind of thinking outside the box? Giant Stadium, MetLife Stadium, Markout at the Meadowlands.
Ties together. It's logical. Makes sense. The geography makes sense for they're going to the stadium. No, I think you guys are on to something. It's the old deals like any other marketing effort. To be a successful marketer or promoter, you have to know who is my audience. Who are these people? And then the second thing, and as importantly, where are they? And then lastly, how do I reach them? So, your thing is just like mine. We're all hustling around and running around trying to get people aware that we're going to have an event, little shows, whatever we're doing, autograph things, Q&As. So that's our job. But I kind of enjoy it. I kind of enjoy the challenge. Either you're kind of up your own devices. You're either going to make the money because you worked hard and got a break, or you're not. So I love what you guys are doing. And that West Texas State lineage is amazing. All those guys that came out of there. That's what happens. That's what happens when you have a smaller college in the hometown of the headquarters of the wrestling territory. You just see a lot of guys that migrated into the territory system because they had a home office and they were local and you could communicate with them. It wasn't so big and impersonal that you couldn't talk to them. So all those cats came out of, Dory Funk Sr.'s lineage. His wrestling tree is pretty damn amazing to think about it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And we've got Tully Blanchard, Stan Hansen, and Tito Santana representing West Texas State. That's a mouthful. But then also can't deny Danny Spivey, Butch Reed, and their football credentials. And then you throw in a guy like Scott Putski, who also played college football. So it makes out a
Yeah.
pretty interesting mix of guys, and that's why we thought you were the absolute perfect guy to be involved with our show.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity. It's always good. Hey, it's good to meet the fans. We'll meet a different group of fans there in Jersey than we will for the previous days, or that we will after Raw on Monday night. So, you stop and think about that deal. Monday night at midnight, that's going to be an audience. And the venue's big. It's Murmur. It's a Murmur Arena type thing, little venue. It's about 5 minutes or less than 10-minute walk from the Barclays Center, I'm told. So that should be fun. And you guys, everybody knows where your hotel is, the Meadowlands Hotel. Many of us have been there many times. So, did you guys do something there one time before that I was a part of?
We never did the Meadowlands Hotel. This is a brand new spot for us, but there has been other conventions at the Meadowlands Hotel. I mean, for that Jersey area up there in North Jersey, I mean, that's like the perfect spot because you get the people that can come in from Connecticut and from New York and even upstate New York. It's a perfect hub. And for being so close to MetLife Stadium, I mean, again, it was just a perfect scenario. But I got to ask this, JR. I mean, with all the craziness that goes on basically from the previous week before WrestleMania now, how do you feel when Wednesday, the next week, comes along? Are you ready to sleep for like a 3 days straight afterwards?
Well, I probably will be. I still got that week to do a podcast. And I've got to, what else I got to do? I do a podcast, and I'm going to come home because on Friday I'm going to I have a Comic Con to do near Detroit. I think it is. I don't even. I schedule. Bottom line is, I don't have any time off after the WrestleMania stuff. But that's by my own admission, fellas. That's not complaining. I want to stay busy. Personally, I need to stay busy, and I hope to have a little bit more of a orderly and organized year in 2019, where I can still stay busy, but I'm not going crazy.